Hey, what's up everybody, it's Scrappy here. The new Marauders update, the Red Baron, went live today with some huge changes to the game in a brand new wipe. First off, a full wipe. Today on December 14th, Marauders did a full wipe. This means that everyone's progress and accounts were wiped all the way to level 0, just as if the game just came out. With a default start of $65,000 in-game cash, 4 Marauders, 4 stacks of 10mm ammo, 2 MP40s, 2 civilian helmets, 2 jerkins, 4 bandies, 3 big old sacks, and my favorite gun of all, the Terminator. The leaderboard was wiped along with the full wipe. If you have been playing Marauders, make sure you check your settings because those were set to default as well. For me personally, I had to uncheck motion blur. Now, let's get into what's new. Marauders' new update brings the new Red Baron boss, who can spawn in with 5 different loadout variations and flies around the area inside his ship called the Strike Frigate. Though the few hours I did play Marauders, I saw the Red Baron flying around, absolutely destroying other players' ships, and witnessed him take out 6 to 7 pods, including me, while we all tried to breach him. So he is not an easy catch whatsoever, and man, he claps cheeks. Along with the Red Baron shooting at your pod, also other AI ships and pre-spawn turrets will also shoot at your pod along with your ship, so be wary. I've died more times in my pod in the few hours that I played today than I did in the whole last wipe. The Red Baron along with his Strike Frigate have a 20% spawn rate each raid. Also in the new update, the Red Baron's head and body cosmetics are also in the game. Now let's talk about what I think is the coolest thing in the update. Instead of spawning and entering a raid and seeing 1 space station, there can now be up to 3 raid locations spawning in your raid. I've gotten Spaceport and Navy outpost along with Spaceport and Mine, etc. So increased locations per raid is now a thing, along with a new maximum of 40 player server cap with up to 10 crews, meaning that in your raid there can be up to 40 players flying about, going about their space pirating. This is awesome, especially for people who want to do ship dogfights, have even more PvP in their designated space stations. I believe it gives more incentive to bring in different ships now, because if you're a quick and experienced player and want the looty loot, you can use other ship storage unit to stack items from space station to space station, and since there's more players, that just means there's more threat flying around in space, so you're gonna want something nice to bring in to protect you. Also, this will push more people to take their ship out of their airlock instead of just potting out, if they bring in a customized ship, of course. The in-game map size, or should I say space area to fly around in, is now 40% larger. Another big update is the ability to farm as many raid missions as you want. Before, they had 3 contracts which you would accept at a given time, and once completed you would get some in-game cash or maybe an item or reward, but you would have to wait until the next day in order to acquire more daily contracts. Now, with their new system being called raid missions, you would have 3 raid missions that the game automatically gives you, giving you an incentive to go to those places and complete them. Once you complete them at the end of the raid, it will automatically complete and give you the cash reward and faction rep. You can farm the crap out of these, and I think this goes well with prestige, because now that you lose faction rep on prestige at level 50, it completely wipes when you prestige. You can just continue to do more raid missions. Having the ability to complete an objective every time you're in raid only gives you more stuff to do, increasing people's playtime and the longevity of the game. They now have market trades, which was put into the game to replace the daily contracts. These are trades that sometimes require specific loot to be traded in for something else in return, or loot plus some in-game cash for loot that's considered more rare. These will refresh every 24 hours. Marauders now has a new M712, which is a special variant of the default M712 and is chambered in .45 ACP with a 20 round capacity. There is also a suppressor which was added to the game for the M712 and the M712 special. The new L1A1 assault rifle was also added into the game and is chambered with a 300 magnum rounds and has a mag capacity of 20 rounds. This weapon can be found in the KA Strongbox. The L1A1 will also have attachments which are the extended mag and the M1A1 compensator. They also added a new armor type which is called blast armor. The armor mitigates damage taken from inside a ship shot by another ship. So for example, if I'm in my ship and I get shot at, I'm heading to my pod to escape. The damage the ship continues to take when it's broken will affect my own health. With blast armor, it will actually help mitigate the damage, and I will take less damage on my person when I have it equipped. The new blast armor is as follows. It's a heavy pilot armor and heavy pilot helmet, pilot armor and pilot helmet, and they have the brand new flak armor, which also will have blast protection on it as well. The new Baron cap was added as an in-game lootable cosmetic, along with new items such as the heavy PSH helmet, diamonds, banknotes, and silver rings. I know that the diamonds sell for like 9.2 thousand. I got them in the jewelry boxes. I got like 3 or 4 red diamonds before I made bank. I'm already at like $500,000 in a couple hours of play, so it's definitely worth looting those stashes. 5 brand new linear contracts in the Zero to Hero questline, and 35 market deals trades are now available with various dealer types. The SAS operative body is now an unlockable cosmetic. So that's everything that's new. Now let's go over some changes. Like I said earlier, pods are now targeted by AI ships and turrets. The Zero to Hero campaign now gives more pirate faction experience points, enough to get you, the player, to level 10 of the pirate faction just with the Zero to Hero missions and when they're completed. Big change I've seen is at the end of the raid screen there is a brand new statistic chart, and it shows you who killed you, with what weapon they killed you with, how long the raid length was, your number of kills, amount looted, damage dealt, health healed, shots fired, shots landed, accuracy percentage, headshots, breaches, ship disabled, how many shanks, how many times you shanked somebody, and close calls. Over to the right, it will also show you the raid missions that you completed and the reward. Alright, other than what's new, what's changed, they also had updates to balancing, user interface, animations, sounds, optimization updates, and general bug fixes. I'll throw them up on screen so you guys can pause them and read them. Alright guys, that's it for me. I thought I'd make a video going over the new update to help out some of you. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, so if you do enjoy watching my content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I can't thank you all enough. Thank you guys.
You don't wanna scrap with the scrapster. If you don't get the dap, it's the hammer. It's the hammer. You a single track, I'm the master. I'm the master. I'm the master. I'm the master. You don't wanna scrap with the scrapster. If you don't get the dap, it's the hammer. It's the hammer. You a single track, I'm the master. I'm the master. I'm the master. Yeah, I'm the master. You know these scum don't want that. They can get the club, and they can get robbed. Hand over that panzer. I need some answers. Fuck the propaganda and the semantics.